Hello YouTubers, today I'm going to show you another stitch in my series Oslo stitch and point or Oslo stitch with, and now we make a video of Oslo stitch without. And without is, I'm going to explain it. We start with a pretzel knot, just a simple knot, and it goes around my thumb and in the middle of my nail, because there has to be another loop around my thumb. There goes my working thread, and we start with the needle is resting on that finger, and my thumb holds it in place, and we go do the needle very easy, and we pull this loop. This loop is going to get smaller, and now we have 2 loops around your thumb. It's the back side, and now the upper loop goes behind the thumb. And for the Oslo stitch, we do the needle and we turn it, and it goes under the thumbnail, under the thumb loop and under the working thread, and then you make a regular Oslo stitch. We don't do that now. We do something else. Oslo stitch without the turning. We put the needle at the back of this loop, under the thumb loop, under your working thread, and now we make the stitch. And now we have 2 loops of the thumb. This one goes from your thumb. It looks like this. And now we go this loop under your thumb loop and under the working thread, and we make no turn. This loop is called the copper gate stitch, or what's the other name? I forgot the other name, but I will. The York stitch. The York stitch is called, they find at that place socks, and they call this stitch the York stitch. That's the name. Now I know it. So you get great loops. It's a very big stitch. This goes from behind under the loop, and that is the stitch. This goes that place and pull it under your back loop, under the thumb loop and working thread, and that is the York stitch. It's an easy stitch, and it's nice for shawls or kohl. It's a stretchy stitch, horizontal, vertical, and it's turning a little bit. So the needle goes behind under, and you have a big loops. And now I show you how you make it around. I thread the needle. And needle binding is very, very relaxing. And you can see with this example, it is turning around. And so this is my last loop. Those goes first under my thumb. And there you can see I put the needle through, and this thread is a little bit longer. And this is like so. This is that small end. And now we watch, if not, here you have your strength of loops. So. And this is my starting knot, where I started with. There goes the needle through, and this is still straight again, so this goes through all those loops. And then you can start along. You can take this loop or that one. I take always those two together, those first loops. Behind that first one. So, this goes the back side of your thumb. And then you have a choice. You can put your needle in the F1, that is the first one loop. They call it this connection stitch. But if you want to have your fabric a little bit denser, then you can take the already old loop, used loop, and this one, and then we call it the F2 connection stitch. And that's what I'm going to do. So the needle goes through the old loop, and this is your new loop. And it goes through. And then your fabric is a little bit denser. Otherwise, it is very loose. That's a choice which you can make. Here you can see I used this one, and now I take the needle through this one and the old loop, back, and then And here you can see it is a very big loop. And it looks like, when it's finished, is with another color like this. It is, it's very stretchy on other sides. And it is a nice loop. I made a coil, very warm in the winter. And you can see more info at needlebinding.com. That's my website. It's the English website, needlebinding.com. And for the Dutch viewers, I have made needlebind.nl. And also I have a YouTube channel called Happy Needlebinding. And that's for today. Thank you and see you next time.